Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're diving into the latest news about President Biden's recent claims at a fundraiser in New Jersey. Let's get started. During a fundraiser at the Posh Nassau Club in New Jersey, President Biden made some interesting comments about his debate performance. He claimed that his debacle with Donald Trump impressed undecided voters, saying, "I did terrible in the debate. I didn't do well, but it turned out I did better than I thought." According to Biden, this bungled debate performance actually helped him win over undecided voters in key states like Michigan and Pennsylvania. He even joked that if he hadn't made so many mistakes, he might have lost those states. This is quite a twist of events compared to what Trump claimed at the time, that Biden was stumbling and bumbling all over the place. What's interesting is that undecided voters in those swing states actually appreciated Biden's performance more than others. A recent survey found that 81% of them thought Biden did a better job than Trump during the first debate, while only 61% of Americans agreed with the statement nationwide. So there you have it, folks. President Biden's latest claim about his debacle impressing undecided voters in key states is certainly an interesting twist to the story. Joe Biden, the 46th President of the United States, paid a surprise visit to his good friend Phil Murphy's home in New Jersey yesterday. That's right, President Biden was spotted in NJ just days after a lively debate with Donald Trump took place in Florida. But hold on, there's more. During this spontaneous meeting, President Biden and Phil Murphy chatted about the state of the state and some other key topics. While we don't have all the details yet, we can speculate that they might have discussed the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Now, let's switch gears and talk about another hot topic: Biden's debate performance. Some may have been critical of his age during the debate, but let me tell you something: Joe Biden is no spring chicken. He'll turn 80 this November, which is just 2 months away. But don't worry, folks, because at that age, he still has plenty of energy to keep going strong. Alright folks, that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have some exciting news to share with you about President Biden's latest actions. So, let's dive right in. During a recent fundraiser at the home of New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, President Biden took aim at his predecessor by joking about his refusal to attend the inauguration. Biden said, "I showed up to my own inauguration. He couldn't look me in the eye." Now, here's where things get interesting. The Secret Service is now investigating whether someone threw an apple at Trump while he was leaving the event. They believe it might have been a rogue agent trying to protect Biden. If that's the case, it would mark the first time in history that an agent disobeyed their orders during a presidential transition. It seems that Biden couldn't help but take another jab at Trump while thanking those who had helped protect him and his family throughout the transition period. He said, "Thank you for protecting my family and me all those days leading up to it," while giving a sly wink and nod. That's all for today's update on President Biden and his latest actions, where today we're going to talk about President Biden's arrival in Middletown for a private ceremony. So, let's dive right in. President Joe Biden has touched down at Newcastle Airport and is now on his way to Middletown for a heartfelt occasion. Following the conclusion of the State of the Union address, Biden made his way to Delaware to take part in a private ceremony honoring his late son Beau Biden at St. Joseph on Base Church. Beau, who was an esteemed Attorney General of Delaware from 2009 to 2014, sadly passed away in 2015 at the young age of 48 due to brain cancer. According to photos captured by White House photographer Adam Beam, President Biden was spotted walking up the church's steps carrying two white rose bouquets. He then went on to pay his respects inside the church alongside his family members and close friends. That's all for today's update on President Biden's visit to Middletown for a private ceremony honoring his late son Beau Biden. We have an exciting update for you about the incredible fundraising efforts of Phil and Tammy Murphy, who have raised an astounding $3.7 million for Joe Biden's presidential campaign. That's right, they've managed to raise more money than any other super PAC. So, what's the secret to their success? Well, it turns out that Phil is a former governor of New Jersey who has a massive network of connections. These connections are not only loyal to him, but also share his values and support Joe Biden. This has led to an impressive fundraising total of $3.7 million, making them the largest super PAC in the race so far. But that's not all. Along with their enormous donation, Joe Biden has also announced that he will appoint them both to key positions in his administration if he wins the election. And while some may see this as a conflict of interest, their supporters argue that these positions would help implement the policies they have been fighting for all these years. So there you have it, folks. A truly inspiring story of two dedicated individuals, making a huge impact on this year's presidential campaign. Thank you so much for tuning in, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates like this one. Until next time, stay safe and keep spreading positivity.